Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Thursday, May 9th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 19 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 74 degrees with a high of 80 and a low of 62. Alrighty. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures. And here to explain and demonstrate the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always enjoyable. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who watch this broadcast when I download it to my group Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. Let me go ahead and set up my last monitor real quick. All right, there we go. Let's see. Hello, Maggie. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday to one and all. Hello, Jolly. Hello, Emily. Mamie. Hello, Patricia. The cowgirl is in the house. Yeehaw! Oh boy. Oh gosh, now I'm going to have to start doing what? Yeehaw! Every time Patricia walks in the door. Okay, let me get the critters out here. So guys, tell me how your day is going. Oh, Jolly, we're so glad to have you here. Giddy up. Patricia, have you colored anything in your horse coloring book? Oh my gosh, I'm going to sneeze already. Oh, excuse me. And Linda is here. Okay, now I gotta clean my glasses so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Thank you, Maggie. God does. And of course, I need to say hello to Dorothy. Hello, Dorothy. Dorothy, maybe I'll start calling you Dorothea. No, I won't. Uno, dos, tres, the three amigos are here. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just cleaned my glasses. I can see. Carmen Gates. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my broadcast. Patricia, didn't you buy a horse coloring book from me? Let's see. Thomas is here. Hello, Thomas. Oh, Patricia, I must be confusing you with somebody else who did. I'm so sorry. I do have a coloring book, Magnificent Horses Jubilee. Okay. Carmen, how did you find my group? And also, just to let you know, why don't you go ahead and set a reminder for yourself when my broadcast starts? You finally remembered. Okay. Oh, sorry for the tissue use, guys. Carmen, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? Do you adult color? Have you done grayscale before? Okay. Hello, Amy. Okay, you ordered the coloring book of the Cute Critters and Tutus, which is a lovely book. Thank you. You're 47, married, 2 boys in Indiana. Woohoo! I used to live in Ohio. Thank you, Carmen. Okay, so the first image I'm going to be doing tonight is what I call my duet piece because I give it away for free from one of my books. I love grayscale, but then again, I just love to color. Perfect. Now, Carmen, let me tell you a few things. Yeah, I talked to Muggy. She works with a company in Indianapolis. Cute. Cool, I meant. Okay, so, Carmen, first of all, don't hesitate to ask questions. That's why I'm here. Do you have this image? You need to join my group, and this is the free image that I give away as the duet, and then I encourage people to paste me and color it with me. And then the second image that I'm doing is from Realistic Portraits, Grayscale Coloring Book. Christine Karen, this was asked from me because one of my peeps told me that this image reminded her of her sister. Let me put that. All right, so this is the paper towel that I always put underneath my hand. That way when you color, you can glide your hand across the piece. Keeps everything clean. Okay, now before I start, Carmen, do you want this image? Do you want this piece so you can color with us? You can go back in my group or, of course, on YouTube and follow along as I'm doing the coloring. Okay, I want to show you two images here that you guys have colored. Hi, Kitty. All right, Mrs. Kitty is here, just married. Okay. So this is the first image. Kathleen Sully did this, The Many Faces of Jesus Christ, out of my book. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Beautiful rendition of this. She used her iPad and Apple Pen and Sketchbook Pro. And she did a really nice job. Now, I don't want anybody comparing their work to this or this work to their work. We're here to learn. We're all at different stages. You guys are. And the next image that I want to show you, Dorothy did this one. And this is also from my book, Celebrating Mother's Day Jubilee. Isn't that gorgeous? And I thought she had done this also electronically. Dorothy, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dorothy, just beautiful. Off the charts, I love it. Okay. And Julie, while I'm here, did this one also from Celebrating Mother's Day Jubilee, and she did this in Procreate. Thomas, you like that one? Yeah. You guys are really doing well. Now, Joanne, yeah, that dress is beautiful. Joanne did this one. Joanne Rogers Sandvig. Mischievous Fairies Jubilee. Yeah, it is very rich in colors, Kitty. So anyway, I just wanted to show you some of these images that are coming through. Stephanie Robinson, this is Eggshell Cuties Jubilee. Isn't that beautiful? Jolly, you're welcome. You did a great job. Jolly, tell everybody which picture is yours. All right. So yeah, you guys are really doing a great job. All right, let me get back to the broadcast here. Yeah, the pink fairy is yours. Beautiful. Guys, when I show images and your screen name is different on YouTube than Facebook, please speak up and tell me. Maggie, would you do me a favor? And I don't know why you're apologizing, Carmen. Maggie, would you please help Carmen get this image? Carmen, what you need to do is go to Messenger and look for Maggie Russell, Moggie. She's the only one there. And she will get this image to you. Now, Carmen, what I would suggest is, since we're already this far with it, is just go ahead and continue. Well, you can continue with at the spot where I start up. Oh, Jolly, yeah, that little girl eating ice cream, doesn't it make you laugh? Okay, let's get coloring. I've been highlighting pictures for everybody. Set timer to 1 hour, 30 minutes.
1 hour and 30 minutes, counting down.
Yeah, Jolly, I had a lot of fun doing that book. Okay, so last night I was working on the roses. I've been working on the roses all the live long day. Oh boy. Maggie, thank you. Maggie, how did you do that so fast? Did Carmen contact you on Messenger? You're always fast when I ask you to do this. Marcy's fixing dinner but listening until she can watch. Ooh, we can trash talk Marcy and she can't say anything. Ooh-hoo-hoo. All right. Hi, Marcy. You didn't hear that. Okay, so last night I was coloring up this rose. Oh, you'd looked her up. Okay. Well, you obviously got the right person. So, Carmen, are you going to print that out in color with me or just sit back and watch? Okay, I'm blending with my pencil here. This is the one that's the metallic red from Color. Now, again, I normally don't call out pencils. I just swatch colors because not everybody has the same pencils I do. Poor Moggies. Oh, you're going to try and color with, okay, and then go back and do the rest. Cool. Okay, let me swatch these pencils. All right, Amy, thank you. All right, so Carmen, couple things. If you step away for some reason, please do a BRB like Amy just did. That way I know. And I'm not talking to empty air. And then, of course, let me know when you come back. And second, oh, jolly, you ordered the 520 Color. Cool. And second, don't be afraid, Carmen, to ask any questions or ask why I did something or whatever. That's why I'm live. Okay, so notice that I am shading inside here with my darker red. Now, I saw Maggie's picture and she went very red on the roses. I went to pinkish red. Jolly, you are going to absolutely love, love, love the 520. And guys, don't forget when you order through Amazon, oh, Carmen, so we have affiliate links in here. I have an affiliate account with Amazon. So if you order anything off of Amazon, it could be coloring supplies, it could be cat food, whatever. If you contact me on Messenger, I can go ahead and get you the affiliate link. And what happens is we, as the group, get a few pennies from each sale. And that supports the group. Oh, jolly, I'm there with you. That's the main reason I got the 520 was because of the reds. Oh, you live on Amazon? Cool. Yeah, and Carmen, it doesn't matter what you order. I mean, it could be eye makeup, it could be a television, it could be, you know, whatever. If you let me give you the affiliate link, like I said, it supports the group and I'm very appreciative. Okay, let me swatch these colors. Hold on, I'll show you these in a second. And that would be some idiot racing by my window. Well, thank you, Carmen, for already thinking about doing that with us. Bless you. Dana, number 12. Thumbs up. Woohoo! Yeah, if you guys would do me a favor and hit that thumbs up, that's important to me. That's the only thing I ask you for. Darla Phillips. Hello, Darla. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to have tongue twisters. Dana, Darla. Darla, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been adult coloring? Thank you. I'm glad you like the coloring. Maggie knows what I'm going to ask you in a few minutes, Maggie. All right, Darla, as I was just explaining to Carmen, this is a piece that I give away. I always give a piece for what I call a duet. And what I suggest is that you guys color with me. It's meant as a learning tool that you pace me. And of course, I always walk through the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Darla's from Ohio. I used to live in Ohio. Where in Ohio, Darla? And have you done grayscale before? You've been coloring just using crayons for just a couple of weeks. Cool. Except for when you were little, I love that it's so relaxing. Okay. Darla, do you have any colored pencils? Mount Vernon, Ohio. Okay. I used to live near Toledo. Darla, you've never done grayscale? Cool. Darla, do you have pencils? Some people call colored pencils crayons. Okay. Darla, we can help you with pencils. Hello, Carrie J. Carrie, Maggie will help you. All right, we're getting all sorts of new people. Maggie, thank you so much. Okay, Darla, you don't get on Facebook very often, but you have Messenger. Okay. Darla, you need to consider getting on Facebook a little more because I've got a group there. And I always give away a piece from one of my books so that you can color with me. So for everybody that's new, don't hesitate to ask questions. Yeah, Darla, you really need, if you're going to become an integral part of this group, you really need to keep up with Facebook in the group. Cool. So for anybody that wants this picture on Messenger, send a message to Moggie Russell, Moggie. Her name is unique, so she's very easy to find. Okay. Set timer to 1.5 hours.
1 hour and 30 minutes. Counting down.
Okay, so we're going to put a paper towel underneath our hand. Helps with the glide and also protects the piece. Darla, if you do it now, Moggie can get this image to you. Okay, grayscale. Let's talk about that. On grayscale, we're going to do a light, medium, and dark coloring. So let me show everybody that just popped in that's new. This is the light that I'm using. You can emulate the color with your own pencils. Medium. And dark. Darla, it's real simple. Moggie's name is unique. And Moggie will coordinate that with you. Okay, so light, medium, dark. So grayscale in its simplest form is that you use your darker pencil on the darker gray, your medium pencil on your medium, and your light colored pencil on the light. And if you guys are liking this broadcast already, please hit that like button. Okay. So I'm on the flower that's right next to the eggshell here. So there's my dark color. Then I'm going to, whoops, I missed this little spot here. Now, when you put your dark color in, all right, Marcy's number 19 on the like. Who wants to be number 20 hitting that like button? Thank you, Marcy. Okay, now we're going to come in with the medium pencil. Now, for anybody that's deciding about buying supplies, if you contact me on Messenger, I will give you the affiliate link. Our group gets a few pennies from that sale from Amazon. Okay, so notice now that I'm putting the medium pencil on the medium grayscale. And then in my lightest area, hello Julie. And then in my lightest area, my light pencil. That's okay, Maggie. Some random person would get a nice picture to color. And then they'd ask you why you sent it, and then you can go ahead and explain about the group. It's a plot. Julie, your Procreate colorings are absolutely gorgeous. All right, now check out how I'm blending over the top with my lightest pencil. So that everything looks very soft and very smooth. Check it out. I'm going to go back to my first flower and just blend that up a little more. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for popping in to say hello. Sweet dreams. Stephanie, we've got several new people that have popped in. Carrie, Darla. Let me scroll back. Carmen, there we go. Carmen, Darla, Carrie. Is there a swatch chart for colors? Yes. Well, by swatch chart, I don't know, I feel like I should sing to Stephanie, rock-a-bye baby. Color in the package sent along, this is the Color 520. So I've been slowly filling it out. And for those of you looking to get the color for the reds, these are the reds. They've got really, really good reds. They've got one called Bloody Red. So as I've been putting my pencils away, I go ahead and I just swatch up the color. And look at all these reds here. Oh yeah. The reds on here are phenomenal. Okay. Stephanie, I just use one coating, but I'm somewhat generous with it. And the fixative that she's talking about is this Krylon workable fixative. Elsa, hello. Protects pencil, pastel, and chalk drawings, prevents smudging and wrinkling, allows easy rework, which I like. Acid-free, archival, safe. It's not Elsa, is it? It's Elisa. Elisa. At the end, Carmen. And then when I put my pictures in my sleeves, in my notebook, my protectors, they're protected. Do not use hairspray. Elisa, this image is available for you to color if you like. It's my duet piece. I always give one to everybody so that you guys can color with me, and it's part of the instruction. The swatch card, Stephanie, comes with the pencils. And Stephanie, if you can afford it, I would highly suggest the 520. You'll get a lot more reds that way. I can give you the affiliate link, of course. Oh, Elisa, Carmen printed it out for you. You're visiting her until Saturday. Oh, that works out. Now, guys, you don't have to start with, for example, dark all the time. Well, Elisa, when you go home, you can start watching every night then, or when your schedule permits. Okay, check how I'm popping in this dark. Again, very simplistically, explanation. Your darker pencil goes on the dark areas, your medium pencil on the medium, and your light on the light. And don't pile drive your pencil into the paper. You want it nice and light. Let the pencils do the work. Thomas will tell you that. Oh, Elisa is your sister. Cool. Yeah, Carmen, I think I answered you. I spray it at the end. Okay, here's my medium. Now, I want to remind you guys that coloring is a skill. It's not a talent. And I don't want you looking at the pieces that I show you and saying, "Oh my gosh, I could never do that." If you listen to me to what I tell you, oh, that's cool, Dana. So when I go to bed, one of the last thing I do is I always watch my broadcast for quality reasons. And I've actually fallen asleep while I'm watching every once in a while. So that's when I have my iWatch on, my glasses. And my phone on my chest then, of course. So several times I've woken up with my glasses on. And I'm talking about like sleeping several hours with my glasses on. Okay, now look at. See how I'm doing my lightest color now? So that's to say, Dana, don't worry about it if you fall asleep. Now, what do I always tell you about coloring? Color like you're coloring on what? A balloon. Hi, Patricia. And notice how I'm coloring in little circles? Patricia, you've been here before, haven't you? Sometimes I lose track. Carrie, you had a stroke around Christmas. You started coloring to get your eye-hand coordination back. Oh, perfect. Staying in the lines is getting better. Praise God. A new hobby. Yeah, Patricia, that's what I thought. Welcome back. Carrie, I am delighted that you're going down this path after your stroke. All right, let's take a look at these flowers. Now, Stephanie, you wouldn't have room to hide 520 more pencils from your husband. Yes, you do. You're smart. But in all seriousness, if you want the reds, you got to get the 520 set. Sorry. Check it out. Okay, now, Carrie, you go, girl. I came from a family of artists but didn't get the talent. Now I'm going to show them. When you do grayscale, yeah. So, Carmen, my husband asked me today, how many pencils do you have? Oh my gosh. I said sets. He said no, individual pencils. And I was like, a lot. Oh, Dana, I'm glad you come in and get away from the awful family things. Hold on, I got to do something. I'll be 2 seconds. By the way, the storms have mostly moved out of our area. We were never touched. Thank you, God. Jolly, that's right. The correct answer is not enough. Okay, now, I want you to notice I'm finessing the piece. We talked about light, medium, and dark. I'm going to go through and I'm going to put a streak of dark, blended in, of course. In the middle of that petal. So the lesson here is that you want to not go brain dead when you color grayscale and you start finessing it and adding your own little touches to it. Yeah, as far as I know, we didn't have extensive damage in the area. I'm in Cookeville, Tennessee, which is about 45 minutes east of Nashville. Basically, I didn't have to put any hot dogs in my pockets so that when my house was hit, the search dogs would find me. You have a sweet friend, says Dana, who just moved to Columbia, Tennessee. She wasn't home when the twisters hit in her neighborhood. Oh. Okay, everybody see how I'm finessing this. You don't necessarily have to follow your grayscale. This is where now you're going to add your own touch to this. Check it out. She said her home was spared, but getting to it was awful. Okay, everybody see how I'm adding these little touches here? Okay. Oh, Carrie, don't say that about grayscale. Trust me, as you go along and as you listen to me and as you learn, you will end up doing your own thing. All right, check out how these roses are looking. Isn't that cool? Carrie says she'll mess up a stick figure. I must have had a different father. Elisa, don't worry about it. You can always catch up with the replay either through the group on Facebook. You can see the replay there or here on YouTube. Okay. Oh, you've got it. We are about to have a storm and started thundering. Oh boy. Okay. Maggie, did you ever get weather call? Okay, so we've got some kind of flower over here. All right, let me get the critters out. Now, let's go ahead and work a little green into this. So you want to pull a light, medium, and dark green. Let's see. So, pull a light green. Of course, it'll help if I get under the camera here. Do you want to pull a light green, a medium green, and a dark green? So these are the 3 greens that I happen to be using. Now, you don't have to get the exact greens that I have. If you want to, you can screenshot this. I don't know what pencils you have. And I want to talk about bridging a little bit. I haven't for a while. When you choose your colors, you want colors that are going to bridge or work together. So notice there's a progression from my light to my medium, and then the medium to the dark. Okay, Thomas, thank you. So these are the 3 colors I'm using. Let's focus in on this leaf here. And as you will notice, there are dark, medium, and light areas on the leaf. So, when you put in your dark, you want to do this very lightly. I'm going to tint in that color. Now, the natural question that people ask me is, do I always have to start with dark? No. It just depends what you're comfortable with. And then I'm going to come in with my medium. Well, la-di-da, I picked up the medium. Stephanie, send me a text on Messenger. And I'll be glad to do that for you. Now, I accidentally used the medium in my dark spots, so I'm just going to go over this with my dark. Stephanie, what colors did you use? Darla, I am on every night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for 3 hours. And I'm also here during holidays. So I'm here for people that are disabled, limited mobility, isolated. And if you don't color, you're welcome to come in just for the companionship. Okay, let's blend this up a little more. And then I'm going to come back with my light and we'll blend. over all of that, and we'll get that nice soft look. Now, guys, when you do grayscale, I don't want you to get into mechanical coloring and just say, oh, this is a dark area, this is a medium area, this is a light area. Use your brains when you color, please. I'm just going to tweak a little bit with my dark here to get that blended in. Excuse me. And then I'm going to finger blend that. So I'm just going to rub my finger over the top of that. You can finger blend, you can use a paper towel. Lots of ways to play with it. All right, let me pull out so you can see. Now, when I demonstrate coloring, I always get super close. So sometimes what you see close looks a little rough, but when you look at it at normal view, it looks perfect. I come in close because I want you guys to see exactly what I'm doing and to learn. Okay, let's get underneath these roses here. Now, we have a dark area, so we're going to have a little bit of an exception to our dark, medium, and light. Once I tell you, it'll make sense to you. It'll be common sense. So again, I'm going to start in with my dark, on my dark. And that brings up another topic when you have dark grayscale. Some people get really freaked out by it. And they say they can't color it, which is nonsense. Your dark areas just lend dimension to it. Somebody tell me what pencil I'm going to use next on this. Carrie, good guess. Based on what I've been telling you, medium makes sense. But Jolly and Kitty have hit the nail on the head. That because it is so dark, now because there's some exceptions to when we color, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop in my light color. And notice how I'm blending over the dark as well. If I had used medium, our colors would get lost in the sauce. Carrie, don't say that at all. Don't say stick figure. You answered based on what I was just teaching you. So in a way, your answer was correct. Okay, now I'm going to come in with Payne's Gray, which is a Faber-Castell pencil. And I'm going to color in between these leaves just to give them a little bit of separation. And that's another little trick for grayscale. You'll see me doing it. Let me erase a little bit. Is that you come in with a darker pencil and you go in between, in this case the leaves, I've done it in between flowers. And it makes for a really neat dimensional look. Check it out. And I'll say this again, for those of you that are new to grayscale or you're unsure about how to color it, just follow what I'm showing. Do a monkey see, monkey do. Dana overcame her stress and she's doing really well. Finger blend, because I just want to soften this up a little bit. Any questions? Dana loves grayscale. Okay, let's go ahead and do a hydrangea like was suggested. Oh, flipped my camera again. Hold on. You guys get to see my ceiling once in a while. So now I'm going to pull out a what? A light, medium, and dark purple. Okay, Thomas, great. Oh, let's see here. I'll show you in a second, Carrie. Yeah, Carrie's going to be hooked. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. To answer the question about the eraser, now I've put I've put some bright duct tape on it because it helps me find it among all my stuff. This is an AFMAT eraser, which desperately needs to be cleaned and wiped off. It comes with 2 eraser sizes. And it's really great for doing this erasing on pieces. And it hardly needs charging. This thing here is so well made, I'm telling you. I highly recommend it, guys. If you want this eraser, I can give you the, you plug it into a USB port. But I'm telling you, for all the years that I've had it, I've maybe plugged it in, I don't know, twice, 3 times maybe at the most. Elisa, you're quiet. Carmen, you're quiet. Are you guys still here? I love it. Okay. Carmen, okay, great. Can you give me 5 more minutes? Let me just show you what I'm picking for the purples. Here's my medium, here's my light. And I somehow have managed to misplace my dark. Hold on, I'll get on under camera in a minute. I do that every once in a while. Elisa, don't worry about it. They'll get better. Okay, now that I'm lined up properly, here are my swatches. Here's my dark. Here's my medium. And here's my light. Now, for those of you that are learning and you start commenting about whether you like something or not that you've colored, you're not qualified to make that decision. You're learning. So there's my dark, medium, light purple. Okay, Carmen, good night. Thank you for letting me know. I've got 2 favors to ask you, Carmen. Number 1, please hit that like button, the thumbs up. And number 2, will you please share your broadcast to your Facebook timeline. I'm sure somebody that adult colors will see it. All right, everybody's set on the colors. Let's go ahead and start getting that. Carmen, thank you so much. Good night, Carmen. Good night, Carmen. Good night, Carmen. So glad you made it today. All right. So again, I'm choosing to start with my dark, not mandatory. Hello, my Linda. Okay, there's my dark. Here's my medium. Again, don't pile drive your pencils into the paper. My Linda's thumb number 24. Love it. Dana, I missed the suggestion from Stephanie. What did she suggest? Oh, watching on a big screen. Yeah. I actually have a big screen in front of myself as well. It's my television. I cast the broadcast from my iPod to my big screen. And I use my iPhone because I can put it down at eye level and see the comments better. Elisa, thank you. Hope to see you again. I'm going to ask you the same favor. Would you please hit that like button and also share this broadcast on your timeline? Okay, so I'm going to use this medium right here on this little petal that's flying off. And notice how I'm using my lightest color now to blend my other colors. Oh, Stephanie, thank you for letting me know. Asher's grandmother loves the picture. And it especially means something because you colored it. Okay, check out how I'm blending all of this together now. I'm using my lightest color pencil. And I'm going to come in with a little bit of white. So for those of you that don't know, Stephanie asked me to do this picture so she could color it and give it to her friend who just had a baby. So I said, sure. I'm sorry, what's WDW? I don't know what that is. Check out my white pencil now for a little bit of highlighting. Now, again, this is something that is not called for on the grayscale. Oh, Walt Disney World, of course. Stephanie, what did you do there? Any questions about the blending? Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? Let me frame this a little better so you guys can see it. Yvette Moon, welcome. Now, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to take my Sharpie pen, administrative assistant to a manager at Wild World of Sports. Cool. All right, Yvette, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and add Asher's name to this. Check it out. Yvette, have you done grayscale before? And this image is a freebie that I give everybody from one of my books. Open timer. Hello, Art. Welcome back. Okay, you're new to coloring? Super. You come to the right place. All right, in a nutshell. This image is a duet piece that I give from one of my books. It's meant as a teaching tool. We can get it to you and you can go ahead and look at the past broadcasts and catch up with it. I don't know if you've done grayscale before. Yvette, where are you from? Okay. Let me go back and finish up my leaf. Tampa, cool. You're in my time zone then, right? It's 20 to 9. Stephanie, good night. Tell Asher's grandmother that we're all, well, that I labeled my egg just like you did. Yvette, don't stress yourself over catching up. Have you done grayscale before? Okay, so I'm starting with my dark. Good night, Stephanie. So this is my darkest green. Two pictures you've done. Okay. And Yvette, you need to get this image, right? You need to become a member of my group on Facebook because that's where I post all my images for you guys to do. I'm going to be moving on to a new project in a little bit. And Yvette, I broadcast every night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, this is my medium. Yvette, just for fun, I'd love to see the images that you've done in grayscale. I'd love for you to post them in the group. Just be sure that you label author and the book that it comes from. That's a Facebook requirement. Okay, see how I'm blending this over now with my lightest green. Darla, good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. And again, you can watch the replay to catch up on what I do in the second half of the broadcast. Maggie will get this image to you, Yvette. Okay, now, see how this is streaked right here? That's not properly blended. That Maggie will take care of you and get you this image. But for future, join my Facebook group and be sure to turn on notifications so that you see when I post a new picture. Okay, now I'm blending this in with my medium. Check it out. And now I'm using my lightest pencil and I'm blending this. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do this glass jar. How do you do glass? Light blues and gray. So you want to pull a light, medium, and dark blue, like I've been showing you. This is my light blue. And I want you to notice that I'm taking my light blue and I'm going over my medium and my dark grayscale. Sometimes I do that. I'll put a base color on with my lightest color and then go back and put the rest of my colors on. Now, in the case of this glass, oh, Carrie, that's wonderful. Thank you. I am glad you found us as well. Now, since we color glass with gray, I'm going to just use my light blue and I'm not going to put in a medium and a dark blue. That way we have this as glass. So I'm letting the gray from the grayscale be my gray color that I normally would have penciled in. Well, hello, Angela. And then I'm going to come down. We've got some more of the glass down here. So this is some sort of covering right here. All right, Carrie, see you tomorrow. And then I'm going to come in with that light blue. Whoop. And I'm going to add it also between the two eggshells. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? Let me pull out. So we've got the glass showing here, here, and of course up at the top. All right, now I'm going to do the metal around the jar. It's a mason jar, you know, like a mason jar. Hold on, got to adjust camera just a little bit. There we go. I want you to pull a light, medium, and dark gray. And yes, on grayscale, we color gray on gray. So here's my dark gray. Somebody tell me why we color gray on gray. Oh, Yvette, wonderful. Yvette, let me tell you a few things about the live broadcast. Number one, if you step away for some reason, just do a BRB, you know, be right back. That way I know and I'm not talking to empty air. Number two, don't hesitate to ask questions. That's why I'm live. And number three, if I miss a spot while I'm coloring, you're perfectly okay to let me know. Or if I need to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing, let me know. All right, so there's my darkest gray. All right, the reason we color gray on gray is because it gives us a richer look on the piece. So now I'm going to do my medium gray. And Yvette, the only thing I ask in return is that you click that thumbs up button for me. That's very important to me. And then I'm going to use a very light gray. And Maggie is correct. We're doing the gray on gray for the depth and dimension. Oh, Yvette, thank you. You're a sweetie. Giving you a cyber hug. Depth, dimension, detail is why we color gray on gray. And notice that I'm using my light pencil, my lightest pencil now, to blend in the rest of these grays. Now, if you need to touch up with your dark, again, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. All right, we've got a really cool looking jar here. Now I want to color that label, and it looks like kind of a cork, C-O-R-K, cork type label. Yvette, you have a hard time blending? Okay, you'll learn that here. You absolutely did come to the right place to learn blending. We'll get you there. What color do you guys want me to color this label? Yvette, where are you from? Did I ask you that earlier? Tell your friends about the broadcast. Oh, you did tell me. I'm sorry, Tampa. Did you tell me whether you're in the same time zone? It's almost 9 o'clock. Guys, what color do you want the label? Hello, Lois. All right. New Zealand. It's Friday afternoon here, and I'm fortunate to be able to watch while I'm working. Excellent. Yeah, I'm Central Standard Time, and Yvette is in my same. Guys, throw a color suggestion to me for the label. I'm willing to take it. Oh, you're on Eastern. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'm going to do a turquoise color on the label. Yeah, I think parts of Florida is on Eastern. Marcy, don't delete your message. You said pale pink? Quit that. That's right, 8 to 11. So excited you forgot what I was answering. Okay, light, medium, and dark, right? Okay, let's start with our dark. Yvette, I have about 11 or 12 or 13 different kinds of pencil. And so as a rule, I do not call out the brand that I use, other than I know that some of you do have the brands that I have. So for example, this is a Color 397. So what I do is I will normally swatch my colors, and that way you guys can match it. My biggest thing is I don't want anybody... Why are you apologizing, Yvette? Why? I don't want anybody to feel left out as I'm using my pencils. So, there's my dark. Yeah, some are wax and some are oil. Yep. Faber-Castell is oil, for example. Okay, here's my medium. Oh yeah, I've got colors, which are, I believe the color are wax. I always forget what they are. Prisma are wax. Faber-Castell are oil. Okay, now I've got my lightest color here. Is wax better for the grayscale? Not necessarily. Now, notice how I'm using this lightest pencil now as my blender, and I'm blending everything in. Of that, you'll get there. Somebody telling me what the number one tells me. Someone tell me what the number one skill you should learn in coloring. The critical skill. What is it? All right, let me zip this. Angela says blending. That's right. Yep, blending with color is really great. And Maggie just sent me a text and said her power and internet just went out. Okay, question number 2. What is the lowest? That's a good answer as well, but it's actually blending. Question number 2 is, What is the definition of a proper blend? So see, I'm using my lightest pencil now to blend in my medium and my dark. And notice that I'm going over my medium and the dark. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Now I'm coming back in with my dark. Just to pump this up a little bit. Guys, what's the definition of a proper blend? And then I'm going to come back in with my medium. Mamie says when one color seamlessly disappears into the next color. That's right. Yvette says to mix the colors so there aren't any harsh edges. Yep. Here's my medium. So, let me put it to you this way about blending. If I had to make a choice about looking at your work, I would rather have you, if I had to choose, I would rather have you have lousy color choice and excellent blending rather than excellent color choice and lousy blending. All right, let me pull out. Now, I want you to notice, since I used this turquoise on here, that this light blue that I used on the glass looks even better because it looks like a gray. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use a Sharpie. Just to highlight these letters a little bit. Oh, Yvette, you like the baby? Yeah. Yvette, notice how I put in the little reddish pink to indicate a new baby? That's what you normally see on baby skin. Yep, that's the idea of that. Isn't that cool? And Yvette, I don't know if you were here earlier when I explained this, but one of my peeps asked me to do this picture because a friend of hers just had a baby, and the baby was named Asher. So I went ahead and did that. Okay. Next image. I'm doing this portrait. This was another request by one of my peeps. Let me get that focused here. Normally I don't do two grayscales at the same time, but sometimes that just turns out that it's that way. So she asked me to do this particular one because it looks similar to her sister. So I've been working on that for you guys. This is the book I'm working out of, Realistic Portraits, Grayscale Coloring Book. And this is by Christine Karen. I love Christine's work. By the way, she's a member of our group too. Yvette, we have an affiliate relationship with Amazon, by the way. So, and what that means is if you guys purchase through the affiliate link that I supply, we get a few pennies from the sale. And this can be anything that you buy on Amazon. So let me go ahead. If anybody wants to pick up this book, I'm going to pop in the affiliate link and you guys can get that. So give me a second. All you have to do is text me what you want. It can be anything. If you're buying cat food, text me what you want and I'll give you the affiliate for it, and it helps our group. There's the link. So if you guys use that link to buy this book, we get a few pennies from the sale. Thank you, Yvette. Patricia, good night. Good night, Miss Patricia. And of course, Yvette, it goes without saying that I keep private what you guys buy on Amazon. So yeah, if you would just text me what you want. There's a little box on Amazon. It's a square. Yeah, Dana's been purchasing from me. Thank you, Dana. Dana will send me the link. So there's a little box there with a square, and it's got that little arrow in it like that. And if you click on that and send me the link, I can send you the affiliate link. Oh, Dana, same here. Okay. Let's continue with our image here. Now, as you can see, Christine darkened this face. And that's because this part is in shadow. Oh, Maggie. Woohoo! Well, that was a wild few minutes. Wind, hail, rain, and power outage. Thought for sure my windows were breaking. Dana, are you going to get the Color 520? Okay, Yvette. Thank you. How many boys do you have? Three. All right, getting 3 boys to stay in bed is like herding cats. Mamie bought this book. Oh, they're big now. How old are they? "17, 16, and 13. Go big or go home. Yep. That's right. Okay, you guys learned last night the wind was blowing the hail into the windows. Hello, Chris. So last night you learned that pink and orange are fantastic for skin color. And I want you to notice that as I put in the color, I'm just going to blend that a little bit with my finger. That's right, Thomas, when one color seamlessly disappears into the next. Thomas has the correct definition for blending. Hold on. Phone just did something a little wonky. Who knew that pink and orange were fantastic skin color? That's right. Okay, Thomas, thank you. Okay. So we're going to use a light pink around the base of the nose. Notice how I'm coloring in teeny tiny circles. And the reason that we do that is you want to get that pigment into the paper. Now, this paper from the book, it feels a little slippery. I don't know if she used special paper or not, but it's pretty neat. And then I'm going to come in with a light orange. Barely there. And then I'm going to come back with my pink again. Now, what do I always tell you when coloring? When you're putting in a color, you want to see the effect and not the color itself. So you don't want to see the orange lines that I'm putting in here. And then I'm going to take my eraser with my fine tip erasing point, and I'm just going to erase in a little bit of that highlight. Along the bottom of the nose. And you can get a really narrow line and it looks really cool. All right. Now I'm going to go up to the top, and this is where we're going to start in with our darker color on the side of the face. How the heck do you know to do that, ILene, the erasing at the base of the nose? Well, Dana, this is where the light and dark come into play. So I'm adding a little bit of the light at the bottom as a highlight. And I'm actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to add a little shine point here. Hello, Belle. I'm going to add a little bit of a shine point on here with my eraser. And I'm also blending that with my finger. And I'm going to put that vertical line on the top where the ridge of the nose is. Dana, yeah, you know, as you get to do portraits, you start to get really comfortable where your high points are. Let me show you guys something. I've shown you this before, but for those of you that haven't been in the group, you wouldn't know that I've got this. I bought a styrofoam stand. It's for wigs. And when you put it underneath the, when you've got a light, for example, to the left here, you can see where the shadows are. So, for example, this is where remember how I always tell you to color that line down from the corner of the eye along the side of the nose, and that starts to give the definition. And you can see the darker line, the shadow underneath the eye and over the top of it. And as I turn, our shadows change. Linda, good night. Michelle, good night. Wally, good night. And you can see here also the shadowing in the mouth and underneath here. And notice that the chin, which is the high point, is a little bit darker on either side. So I hope this helps you visualize. Now, unfortunately, her nose got a little flat. I don't know if that happened in shipping. I'm going to turn this up here. Notice how we have the darker part underneath the nose. And our brain tells us whenever there's something dark, that's further away from us. And notice here under the chin, right here, this is all darker. It's darker on the edges and then lighter in the center. So there's a really good visual for you. Okay. Let me grab my water. All right. Now, this whole half of the skin is in the darker color, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my medium skin tone and in the lighter areas of the darker skin, I'm going to introduce flesh color. Yvette, are you back yet? So we're going to add that slightly lighter flesh tone on the lighter areas of the darker skin. Okay, Yvette, thank you. Yvette, you're going to need to watch the replay on this because I just got, here, let me pull it out real quick. I was using my little model thingy here to show where you would put dark and light in order to create features. So check the replay on the broadcast, and then you'll see the full explanation. All right. Let me show you another shading example. It's time that I do this again. Here, let me get in this lighter color right here. And let me zoom in. All right, so here's the example that I use with my hand. And as you can see, the darker areas here on the skin. Maggie, is your power back on? As you can see on the skin, where it's bunched up and the darker lines are, that's how you color in wrinkles. See that? Now let me slowly bend my hand and watch how those lines disappear. Not all the way, but see, enough for this demonstration. You can see here the darker areas. So if you were coloring my hand, this is what you would shade in, the darker color, in order to make it look like the bumps. All right. So let me put my fingers out, and I want you to watch. I'm going to do this very slowly so you can see the progression. I want you to watch how the lines get more and more distinct. Now, this is my left hand. Let me show you my right hand. This side's a little more interesting. So again, you can see, if you were coloring this, where the lines and the darker shadowing, and you see, you can see the light on top of it. That's where you would use maybe a little bit of a white pencil or a lighter skin tone. Now I'm going to start bending my fingers. All right, see, so there it is. This one's a good one. See, you got, like, it looks like a moon crater, doesn't it? Let me turn my hand sideways. There you go. Doesn't it look like a moon crater? All right. So let me start bending my fingers, and once that darker color goes away, you don't see any more of those divots. You see a little bit. But I want you to watch that one finger where my moon, see? That was where my moon divot was on this finger. So let me go ahead and straighten out my finger again. It's coming. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Is this helping anybody? See? Goes away, comes back. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this so that you have ideas about how to color. And notice when you put your darker color here, that makes these ridges come out lighter. All right, moon crater going away, coming back. The things I do for my peeps. It took me 66 years to get this for you so that I could show you this demo. Oh my. Yeah. Look at this finger right here. Check it out, right next to my moon crater. So whenever you're coloring skin, you need to look into that and consider putting in these lines, and then you'll get wrinkles. Okay. Back to the subject at hand. No pun intended. I rock moon craters and all. Yeah. Thank you, Dana. Yeah, I can see somebody just explaining this broadcast to somebody. Oh yeah, she showed us her hand and she had wrinkles and moon craters and Okay, so let's get some of this lighter skin color. On our nose. Hey, I put my pride aside when I show things like that. Ooh, let's get in between these little bits of hair here. Hi, Brittany. Okay. Now, I'm going to remind you guys that when you do coloring, it always goes through an ugly phase. And what that means is you're looking at it and you're going, oh my gosh, I hate it, yada, yada, yada. Don't give up on your pieces, guys. Oh, Maggie, why would you be afraid? Oh, Jolly's getting wrinkles just working on this page. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my Payne's Gray and I'm going to start my shading. Now, the light source on this normally comes from the upper left down to the lower right. okay? And if that were the case on this page, this side here would be the lighter side, like this is over here, and this would be the darker. Oh, Maggie, don't worry about it. In this case, the light source is from the upper right to the lower left, and that's why all of this area is darker. Now, don't get flummoxed by me telling you about light source and this and that. It's a very basic concept, and once you understand where your light source is, you'll understand where your shading is going to be. So, I'm going to take my Payne's Gray, and I'm going to start coloring in our shaded area of our piece. Now, we've got some fine lines here. Yvette, that's exactly right. Maggie, those hands that you have are loving hands for your daughter and son-in-law and your grandkids. Oh, Maggie, you had your top joints fixed on your right hand. By the way, Maggie, did you get your second cataract operation? Okay, now, we have to skirt around these pieces of hair that are on this. And I'm coloring Tuesday morning. I wasn't sure if that was coming up. It popped into my mind, so obviously it must be a thing. Are you excited? Now, remember that I always tell you to color like you're coloring on a balloon. Stop pounding your pencils into the paper. And this is another example of coloring gray on gray. Now, somebody tell me, what's wrong with this area right here on the page that I'm coloring? Oh, yeah, Brittany. Claire and I are working together. Okay, Thomas, welcome back. And I recommend you guys check her out. She's been very kind about telling her audience about this group. And I'm telling you about her. She does a broadcast once a week. And she's fun to listen to because she's in the UK, so she's got that accent. Okay, now check how I'm coming around the hook of the nose here. And I'm very, very lightly using my gray to finish shaping the nose. Guys, what's wrong with this area right here? Thomas, I already mentioned that you're back. I said hello when you came back in. Will somebody tell Thomas I already said hello? Thank you, Mamie. It needs blending. You should never, ever, ever have an abrupt color change like this. So when I get done putting in my darker gray, we'll go ahead and we'll blend that. All right, let me pull out. Does anybody still have problems with pile driving their pencils into the paper? Now, I want you to notice that even with that skin color that I put on here, I'm going over it with my gray very lightly. And also, I'm holding my pencil near the end. Yvette, you pile drive your pencils into the paper. Knock it off. Yvette, I want you to start coloring like you're coloring on the surface of a balloon. Yvette, the minute that you come in with your pencils too dark, you lose all possibility of tweaking and shading and shadowing. Will somebody please tell Thomas that I've been talking to him? Okay. Yeah, no, her, her surgeon is just doing the cataract surgery. All right, let me pull out. And then I'm going to come down here. Yeah, that's the biggest for Maggie, is she can read street signs again. Okay. Yvette, you would pop all the balloons by now. Yep. Now, blender pencil. Nine times out of 10, I do not use blender pencil on grayscale. And the reason for that is if you use blender pencil, you run the risk of bringing up the gray from the image. But in this instance, I want very smooth skin. Now, notice that I'm running my pencil over that line between the gray and the flesh color. And that harsh line is disappearing. Notice how I'm blending this so that it's getting nice and smooth between the two colors. Notice how I'm blending in small circles. Yeah, I had to have the surgery as well because of cataract. Mamie, how's your piece coming now that you've bought this book? And I'm going to come in with my black. I've got to reactivate this eyebrow. So we'll go ahead and get the color back for that. Oh, I'm sorry, Mamie. Who bought this book just recently? Sorry about that, Mamie. Okay. Let me pull out. It looks weird, but we're getting there. Now, I'm going to come back with my flesh tone and we're going to work further on this dividing line. And remember, for blending, we want that transition to be smooth. Check it out. See the difference between here and up here? And not only am I using my medium flush color to blend out this line, this transition, but I'm also using it on the gray that I just put on here. And what that is doing is that is smoothing it out. And visually, because you have that tan color in there, it really makes everything look seamless. Now, don't forget to turn your pencil when you lift your pencil to move around. Excuse me. You want to do that slight turn so that you keep your point as sharp as possible for the longest amount of time. Now, not only am I using this to blend the skin color, but like I said, I'm using my medium skin color on my gray. And that makes everything work in harmony. Any questions? See how that gray is getting smoothed out? Yvette, what do you think? All right. Questions, comments? I would say closer to the warm gray. Jolly, let me swatch the Payne's Gray for you. And that way you can decide. Black is going to be too black. Any questions about what I'm showing you? Jolly, you're welcome. You don't have to retype that line. Okay. Maggie, what do you think? Warm gray 90? Jolly, don't fuss over it. When you're not sure, go with your lighter color, and then you can always darken it in. Okay, guys, I am calling it an evening. Now, again, this looks really weird because we don't have the hair done around the outside. We'll get to that. This is why you never make judgments on your pieces midway through. Okay. Oh, Dana, you're welcome. So guys, two things. Again, click that thumbs up for me. And also, please share this broadcast on your timeline. So we've got our face from Realistic Portraits. And we have our little baby, Asher. And this is from Eggshell Cuties Jubilee. So we've got the floor left, the eggs, the broken shell. Maybe a little bit of a background, and then we can wrap this piece up, and then I can go to another freebie duet for you. Okay, this is ILene Vick for Teaching It All Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Should I wiggle this like I'm talking? Except I don't look like this. Love on each other, that's what we're known for. Welcome to all our new people that came in tonight. And we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into tomorrow night. Guys, take care, love ya, stay safe. Check on each other. All right, guys, till tomorrow night then. Bye.